What up, YouTube? Welcome to class. You've been told to stretch your back when it hurts or strengthen it because it's too weak. You've been told to ice your elbow when it's sore. You've been told to just rest your knees. But what if all that advice is actually making things worse? What if you're just putting a Dora the Explorer Band-Aid on the problem that's going on, and that's just going to keep coming back week after week? In this video, I'm going to expose the 3 biggest lies about pickleball pain that are keeping you on the sidelines. And more importantly, I'm going to show you what you can do to actually fix the problem so you can play as much pickleball as you want, pain-free. So let's get into it. Lie number 1. This is a big one. My tennis elbow is an elbow problem. My elbow hurts because my elbow must be the problem. Well, look, if you take a look at the elbow here, it's like the check engine light coming on. When it comes on, do you just replace it? Of course not. The light's telling you something is wrong somewhere else. Pain works the same way. The elbow doesn't create force, it transfers force. So when the shoulders can't move efficiently, the upper body loses proper position, and those forces have to go somewhere. The elbow often pays the price. I know I see a lot of people out there wearing braces for their knees, for their elbows, for their back. And if you have one of these, listen up. You feel that sharp pain right on the outside of your elbow, so you rub it, you ice it, you brace it, you assume the problem is right where the pain is, but your elbow is just the victim. It's the crime scene, not the culprit. It's the real problem almost always starts here in your shoulder and in your upper back. So when you start to look more like this guy, when your shoulders roll forward like this, what happens is your elbow and your forearm muscles have to work overtime to compensate for what the shoulder joint isn't able to do anymore. So think about every serve, overhead, backhand, you're asking your elbow to transmit force hundreds of times. And if the shoulder isn't doing its job, the elbow starts doing extra work. So instead of chasing the symptom, let's improve the system. So how do you fix it? Well, we stop pushing the elbow and start fixing the problem. So here's one simple exercise you can do to move the needle in the right direction. If you have a wall, you can get your back up against the wall, get your feet pointing dead straight ahead, make this grip with your hands, pull your elbows back, get your elbows to touch. Go back and forth like this at least 25 times. Make this like your new I'm brushing my teeth every day. Do this every day. Whenever something's in the microwave, whenever you're making coffee, whatever you're doing. Before you play, just start sprinkling this in throughout your day. So stop blaming your elbow and start looking at what it's connected to. Your upper arm and your lower arm make up the elbow. So you have to treat the shoulder too. So lie number 2, back pain is just because you're getting older. Look, if you have one person that's 35 and one person that's 75, which one's going to have better posture? Well, the answer is it could be either of them. Age doesn't determine posture, movement patterns do. So think about your pelvis. It's the center of your body. When it bills forward like this or tilts forward, your lower back arches, and now your back muscles spend all day trying to keep you upright. It's like driving your car with one tire that's low on air. Eventually something wears out, not because the car's old, because it's not working evenly. So do this. Lay on your back, throw your legs up over a couch, chair, ottoman, something that gets your ankle, knee, and hip at this 90-degree angle. Palms are going to face up about 45 degrees to your side, and you're just going to settle here. This isn't about stretching your back. This is about changing your alignment, the way your pelvis and your spine are situated, to have a better relationship with one another. Start doing this every day, and you're going to feel a major difference in how you're moving, how you feel, and how you play. All right, line number 3. My knees hurt because pickleball is hard on my knees. Well, think about like a chain, right? Foot, ankle, knee, hip. What happens if one link in the chain stops moving? Well, the next link has to move more. And the knee is designed to really just bend and straighten. There shouldn't be a ton of rotation there. It's not designed to compensate for a foot that won't pronate or a hip above it that won't rotate. So think about pickleball for a second. You're lunging for a dink. If your ankle doesn't absorb the force or your hip doesn't rotate well guess who gets stuck taking all that stress? The knee. Here's one simple exercise that encourages a better lower body function. You're just going to sit in a chair at home or maybe at the bench at a pickleball court. You're just going to roll your pelvis forward like this. So You're taking the weight from your tailbone and rolling it forward so more of your weight's shifted underneath you on your sits bones. Notice it's not the sternum popping up like this, it's all pelvis. It's hip driven, like all sports should be. Now take something firm, a pillow, a yoga block, even your fist, toilet paper, whatever you have to use. And you're just going to squeeze and release it between your knees. Do that for about 3 sets of 20. So what did we learn? Number 1, pain doesn't always start where you feel it. Lie number 2, getting older doesn't automatically mean that you're getting worse. Lie number 3, the body works as a connected system, and when one area loses function, another area is going to compensate for it, and that's when pain often shows up. So my goal isn't just to help you play better pickleball and play with less pain, but it's to help you understand why your body hurts in the first place, because once that changes, everything changes. If this video changed how you think about pain, click subscribe, and in the comments tell me one thing: where do you hurt when you play pickleball? I read every single comment, so your question might become my next video. And if you want to find out what your own posture is telling us, there's a link in my bio for a free posture assessment. I'll see you guys in the next one.